point in time, I think it's just RQ Hoshin.
Hah?
Cing asup suara maneh.
Yeah, we don't want to.
Nanya parim deui.
Asup aya ya.
Oh, gimana aing sakamar heula.
That's usually them. That's them signaling.
Iya di kamar enak di kamar alah kayak di kamar-kamar gitu guys.
Hareudang anjing. Ku kipas teu karasa.
Selina aja yang ngerekam dia. Hujan tuh jadi-jadi.
Eamna.
Then Onic will go Moscow focus. Oh yeah, with the Alpha gone. You know what?
Iya, downloadnya beres terus.
Get the Suyo
install.
just yet. They could get the Harith, but then maybe
Kalian
give
Discord-nya.
Suyo to Onic for free.
Ma-
Then you get high a third.
Oh, so you're going all in.
Oh.
Then.
Yeah, okay. It's risky because if ever Onic can just pick up Jawhead and Cho just to shut down a higher third pick.
Oh,
But if ever Onic
iya mah keur join ka Discord nih.
again, right? For Onic, they
Download Discord kumaha?
at like
Kan lo Discord for Windows.
they don't want to give kills at all in the early game. So
Oh,
Haya, I think, falls off really hard if you don't get snowballing from the start. They lose.
this.
So
Coach
it's the
Adi
reverse
nih guys ya.
thought I had. They get the Suyo instead, and now they're blocking the Hayabusa.
Discourages the Hayabusa over to the side of Onic.
Yeah.
That will leave them with perhaps the Nolan again that can be picked. And that will leave them
Wow,
also
dicokot enak
with,
Jawhead naik.
perhaps some more
Jawhead
comfort
Suyo.
for the fact that they are now going
Iya,
for
namanya.
the B1
Yang
B2
luar nak guna aja nih.
pick.
Nolan,
It discourages the Haya, but they can still
Link,
go for
Link is kurang aja
They
nah.
can still go for Nolan again, by the way, right? Like, I mean, Nolan
Yeah,
is
that's
solid.
Nolan
You can
apa
skip
sih?
from Jawhead, so I think I agree with Abstract. I think Nolan is the preferred choice compared to the Haya. Go for the Moskov. And
Hylos,
okay,
So the blind pick then.
wow, they're risking losing all the jungle
Yeah.
picks second phase.
Soalnya bisa hari lah di dia.
It's actually really good that they picked up the high loss now because other than
Hari tadi kan
synergizing
berarti
well
nyokot
with the
beat
Eve,
kuduna.
it also could have really messed up the Eve lineup. If you're up against a high
Itu
loss
carry,
Jawhead
carry,
together
carry.
with a
Tapi
Suyo,
carry.
it would have been devastating for their front line, and they would have. At that
Carry cool,
point, they might have actually run out of front liners, as Arkihoshi will potentially take those away.
Payback.
They go
Ah,
for
ya.
Get the reach. Okay, that's a good start. That's good. I agree with
Beatrix, Beatrix.
Hari pasti di ban
Beatrix
kan.
might be a bit tough against this composition, though. Actually,
I do.
you know what? With the Jawhead, I think the Beatrix can work. You have enough shred to go through like the high lows.
Besok live di TikTok. Ini aing teh nyahos ya.
Physical shred.
Kita mah
together
anjing
with,
diam-diam teh
what's that?
bergerak dalam
Jarang anjingnya aku rabad mana.
I don't think so.
Lolobana subscriber mah keur ieu keur ngupload video ngerek kawin.
Oh, mana kan rajin konten ya.
Terus kamari pas deket jeung ieu dihapusan.
On the side of options, the Julian and
Dihapusan.
consider
We haven't seen Lancelot in a
Ling
while.
Nolan hayo. Respect Kairi. Iya mah ngeband Kairi anjir.
I feel like
Iya kayak junglerna naon Kairi aing nyaho ya.
considering that they have the Moskov is a little bit more scaling. You have the Eve that isn't really bombastic magic damage.
Terus naon goy?
I feel like
Guys di
Optimize for streaming, optimize just for recording. It will only
optimize
be using virtual camera.
Optimize for streaming.
Hah?
Optimize for streaming.
It's a good bridge. RQ have to keep their XP as the last pick.
Optimize just for recording. I will not be streaming.
Anu
Coba dua kan?
Optimize for streaming.
Not ima be streaming.
This
Hah?
coba mana?
Harith is still available as well.
Coba mana?
Kirim di Discord.
They still have the aspect to kind of
Oh.
Summer Force.
Fotokan
Extending the
kirim.
longevity of the Summer Force altogether. You have great reach with Jawhead.
Or they try Irithel again.
Kari kan? Bener kan?
I like it.
Tapi dapat kari.
Here. Not against the Moskov. Not in the
Kumaha ngirim di Discord anjing?
Tahu
Help get
kan
rid of
text
the front line
channel.
because this is a very clean front to back that Onic are looking for.
Yeah. But how
Terus?
will the carry be able to
Ya itu upload kan
I
foto.
don't know, in my recent memory, like a lot of the carry games I saw against the Eve did not go well for the
You
carry.
get outranged.
Anjir burik
And at
tuh.
the same time, they decide to go Lucas here.
And vengeance.
Vengeance.
But to be fair, it's going up against a Moskov, which
Guys, Chan.
Anjir Martis.
Wow. That is, yeah, Martis is amazing against the Jawhead. You try to eject
Martis
him.
jungler anjir.
Foil.
Cici.
that's the CC you're talking about.
Ayo eta
They do
namanya.
that all the way for the last two,
Mana
just
nih nggak
so
ngirim
that
ke
they will
mana?
have the means and the answer
Di chat.
to the Lucas.
WA.
In hindsight, that carry pick was perfect.
Oh.
Because I
Kapan
think
cenah
Arctic
di
was
nu
considering a little bit
iya
trickier type of
di
fight.
skor
That's exactly
Oh,
assassin.
mah.
So the carry
Terus aing ngirim ka mana?
in that regard,
Juga nih tamannya
But-
karena cek channel lu mana.
I don't know. I feel like the
Welcome to gaming.
the Eve might actually be too problematic for him. We'll see.
Ke WA we ke WA.
Personally, I do like the carry. Pretty okay when it comes down to the
Betul.
lane composition. One thing that carry always suffer is when going up against marksmen that have long reach. But luckily this time you're going up against a Moskov. But regardless, it is 1-0. The current scoreline that is working for Onic Indonesia. RQ has got this one game to prove their worth, to make sure that they don't get swept out in this land of
Saya
dawn.
bener
Hah?
nu kahiji.
One game away from securing a clean
Next.
sweep that will get
Baru kayak
Onic
gini.
Esports straight to the knockout stages of the Snapdragon Pro Series Season 6. RRQ
Resolusi.
won't be that easy.
Geus lah bawaan meureun.
Try to make this road of Onyx a very tough road ahead. A Martis
Switch
pick,
connect
an
account,
unorthodox Martis
use
pick.
stream key.
Again, from the
Nah,
unorthodox
nyokot di
draft
TikTok.
of Onic
Mereka di TikTok.
Esports.
Wada di TikTok.
The more I look at the drafts here, it seems like
Oh.
Edok now has to be
Kumaha?
selective of who
Eta
he
mana di
tosses.
naik
Has to
TikTok
be
kreator
very
ya.
careful. He has to be careful not to just like, once he's level 4, always just keep looking at
Anu
something.
level lah.
He's gonna get
Hmm.
taken down relatively quickly, and then suddenly it's gonna fall
Sebenarnya
into the hands of
pastor, kan?
Dyran to try and protect. It's so risky because when you look at
Terus?
Edok and Dyran, they're both dive types. Who's protecting your back?
Eta kira.
It's the best
no,
offense.
pilihan.
Defense is offense type of deal here
Yeah.
for Araki Hoshi. They wanna have
Pengaturan
enough,
produk,
divers like Edok, Sutsujin,
prospek,
CC, so that the first
papan.
line and carry will be safe in the back. Oh, what?
Aing lab studio na kan cek aing game.
Supposed to happen for the CC.
Gelo.
Look, P.
Oh no, Dyran,
Ayo di nanti
that
TikTok
has to
kreator
come
studio,
off. Big reset has to come from him now. Now a toss in the mid.
Revitalized though. Oh, this might be good
Dino
for
live
Kyrie.
ayang, guys.
Sutsujin
Atau live.
low mortal coil.
Anu live studio.
And the decimate Kyrie looking for two. That's a double.
Heeh, pancek aing ge kudu live 25 menit heula kuntul.
First minute
25
of
menit.
the game.
Feels like a caster.
It's
like, be careful.
Lab studio na can bisa kebuka.
Tosses
Key
from
boy.
Keyboy, who
Oh.
revitalizes, which domino effect led to Susujin going down. That is a horrid start all across the map. The Lucas 1v1 the CC, and Onic got the roam and the jungle early on.
And this is a
Tapi
Martis.
tiba-tiba ada
Folks,
stream
we
kayaknya.
have not seen a Martis in a while, but just
Untuk YouTube mana we YouTube.
remind you how much of
Apanan
a
isukan.
disgusting
Bayar
hero this
tanah
is if you
di
get
gitu.
2 kills to
Dapat
start.
konekin heula we,
Heck, if you
konekin,
just get
terus
turtle and
dikonekin
no
mah.
kills, it's already
Kulina
difficult
bisa
to
itu
go
kan
up
ge. Jadi
against.
tinggal main.
Two
Tinggal
kills,
main.
man. All the snowballing of this pick. You can see
YouTube.
Kyrie already rotating
YouTube.
towards orange buff.
Pilih di
Wants
YouTube,
to
akun
utilize
YouTube,
early
guys.
game pressure.
Yeah, they can
Login
invade. If Edok tries to help, he's gonna get poked down. So they show pressure, but they don't apply it just yet.
Ini akun YouTube. Terus
By the way, again, QR code's up on your screen.
Okay.
80K for the
Ini konekin
champions.
login guys, login.
It's a
kan?
world championship at that point. It's a global
konekin login mah sih.
Coba ningali foto pin.
I'm just concerned. Oh, really intelligent by Sutsujin.
Yep.
Something we were criticizing from Sutsujin from previous games is the fact that
Kira.
he gets behind in the early game. It's tough for him
Remote,
to
gerak, remote.
stabilize,
Coba.
but in this game he is managed
Oh,
good
sih.
pathing from the man
Kira kira.
Aja Rinon kehalangan cowok Laragon.
and to stop the snowball of the Martis at least a bit.
Meskipun ku Eh, mana sih?
Arky Hoshi read the rotation of Onic that they can be topside focused. Edok for himself.
Tadi bisa.
Manipulation out the decimate. Another one's coming down. Sutsujin already used the blink. Now the
Sabar.
SOD. And Kyrie gets the decimate. The
Whoa.
beam onto Toy. Keyboy gets the stun. A triple for
Yeah.
Kai. Oh no. RRQ.
5 kills
RRQ
for
guys.
Kyrie, 6-0. Edok tried to throw grass and it bit him back in the. Let's not talk about it. RRQ Hoshi, killless right now.
Oh, and just as we were saying that
Nah,
a
sama sih,
2-0
udah
lead on a
mungkin.
Martis is devastating. Okay,
Skip
they get
dulu.
on the board, so they're no longer killless.
Ai
but
HP mana bisa
it
connect
still
ke
doesn't,
Windows.
shut down the Martis. It's
Anaon?
5-0
Kan
Martis.
Windows.
He has 100 strike. He has 100 strike already.
Fast. this cannot just be let's
Isi yang mau naikkan HP kumaha?
unless it's super
Eta iPhone bisa
high
konek kana Windows
value.
tuh.
I think at this point we're just gonna be
Yang
staying
itu tuh
defensive.
kudu kanu itu deh,
Allow
kudu
Onic
MacBook.
to go
Oh,
forward.
berarti share
When they go forward,
mun
toss them,
proyeksi ayo
and then
proyeksi
allow
online.
Riz to just free hit from the back.
Aya meureun cara
Tuh.
bikin
Oh, the
gampang
red tree
sih,
win being a level. No,
Meren.
it's level. On the level, a turtle and another. Give him 6 kills on the board. That is 7-1. A stomp in the early game. 3,000 gold lead. And yeah, it might
Ini
not
kudu
look
make
like,
Elgato,
Kyrie
ini
has
mahal tuh
the
Elgato.
crazy XP lead, but I
Dan
would love to see
kabeli
the gold
2
lead right
juta
now.
gitu. Seberapa Elgato?
RRQ Hoshi.
Full set aja
I
2
think that's
juta.
one of the things you really feel when you play against a hero that you haven't gone up
Akun YouTube-na terus
in a long
Guys,
while.
distautkan.
It's sort of like you're just trying to remember how to
tautan bagikan channel.
Oh enggak, connect buat yang gitu. Terus muncul, eta kan di kanan ya.
And it seems like RRQ Hoshi have forgotten
Hah?
it. 6 kills,
Salah.
man.
Fotokin,
In
fotokin.
terms of the gold difference, 1,000
Fotokin.
is the lead that Kyrie has.
Iya mah.
He's going to
Look at Onic.
Itu nyaho sepuluh deui.
Counter-Strike BOD.
Tolol.
He's like,
Iya, anjing.
Kumaha tuh?
Naon nanya tolol anjing.
uh-oh,
Ya
Dire in the bad
aing
spot
we
again. This
hayo.
time he has vengeance. So,
Coba.
Si anu tutorna monyet.
Mana aing mah sanyaho aing tolol.
Even though, let's say, in the alternate universe,
Anjing.
RRQ Hoshi, Dyron was able to reverse, able to solo kill.
Kadele.
If everything else happening in the map actually shuts down the CC, it's really
Iya.
enough. CC, you can win lane, you can dominate lane. But you're also very susceptible
Coba
to, if
OBS
the rest of the map loses, there's not much I can do still. Even if you try to rotate to the mid to help cover, to help,
Video call gerak
it's
minta
still
parewan.
not going to be enough. Now, RK Hoshi, hopefully they fully accepted that they have to play from the back foot and can really
Tolol. Mik na
longer
parewan.
just be aggressive
Ah,
and trying
eta
to pick
streamnya
off.
ganti ku
They have to play with a defensive mindset in the
luhur.
mindset.
Eta si Twitch-na ganti.
600 gold lead, 6 minutes. In hindsight, it's not really the worst.
Dina Discord suara aing. Oh,
My concern is this.
Yeah.
Severo shouldn't
Dina
have out of this.
eta,
Yeah, he
Dina
does. And
Luri.
right as they see Kyrie, it's a jump scare. They just
Eta
go, oh,
Twitch-na ganti ku YouTube.
We've done what we need to do here. RK Hoshi, hopefully they don't heavily contest this. They don't need to. Oh, Spirit Destruction does not hit the carry. So Susujin can just be left to farm.
Nah, ayo buat
and
TikTok
even,
pilihan. TikTok teh
fall
sana
into
teh
the side
mun
lanes,
another stream.
while RK Hoshi are just trying to get some semblance of control in the center of the map.
Aing kalah pasti aja maneh we jadi
Both
nete.
teams have acknowledged the jungle patterns of the other. They saw Susujin up top. They know Kyrie's getting his orange buff. So
RTMS.
they're a little bit more aggro around here, but Onic Esports are not giving them anything. No angle whatsoever to start. They're just zoning out. This is actually like a long
stream
zone
kay.
out
Connect
for
lah,
the
connect
Moskov in
account,
the
connect
bot
account.
lane.
Yeah, glad you noticed that. It's amazing. My Onic Esports really just making a line with Sans. They're
Oh,
zoning
gitu.
as well. They really want to make the most out of the
Weh,
Moscow.
ampura guys. Ngol tuh.
Feathered airstrike Rins and has to burn the flicker.
Oh, that does not feel good. That does not feel good. You want the zone, you want to try and get something, and High Loss just walks up to you, pokes you down, and stuns you.
Retrieve from Sutsujin to secure the purple buff. At least they get that. But the tier 2 down below, half HP even with the extra, damage reduction you get here early. Still chunked low. And for Onic, they're already starting to suffocate RRQ of their resources, moving in for the purple buff, now freezing in a lot of the waves up top, not shoving it in, letting the minions die to each other.
Kyrie's third item was finally completing his boots. He was such in a comfortable lead that he just rushed his main 2 damage
7
items.
minutes BOD.
7 minutes.
Martis.
Yeah, that's how you know a guy was able to farm comfortably. They're gonna go in. Edok misses.
Oh, Savero just blinks away there. Feather airstrike comes down, but the real world manipulation is enough to actually zone them away for a bit. Good mortal coil from Kyrie. It was a good attempt from Sutsujin to look for the stun. They baited out the revitalize, a flicker actually too.
Kiboy now has the anti-cuirass, so it's not going to be a straightforward burst on him from the Jawhead. At this point, the Jawhead's capability to burst is pretty much out the window, unless you somehow miraculously get Sans and Severo. But Severo, every time he's been spotted out by Edok, has just escaped, either with dashing out or finding the window of opportunity to get away from the Jawhead.
They're just trying to weather the storm at this point, right? Lutpi up
Zoned.
top, dueling Sutsujin, just like in the show. Keyboy will just reset it again. They are in no rush. They can play the long game here. Lutpi Again against Dyron. Curtain Call gets used. Double Lutpi goes over to beast mode. Edok gets poked down. Another shot down for Lutpi. And now RQ with Edok low, they have to respect.
Okay, Edok still has the flicker, but I think at this point you just have to accept you're not going to be able to get this Lord.
Stable force. Oh, the ejector back as well. Sutsujin wins the retry battle. Glorious pathway plays down. Sutsujin though will be sacrificed. That is 2 kills for the retry, for the turtle pick, or Lord rather. Sorry, Dyron able to get the curtain called. SODS whiffs, so no punishment from Onic Esports, and RQ are doing a good job now to actually stabilize. Remember, Martis does fall off.
Let's see if RK Hoshi can extend this long enough so it does completely fall off. Now Onic Esports, they'll be able to handle this Lord without a problem. And because they were able to clear out the minion waves in mid, I don't think RK Hoshi are going to be able to get a considerable push from the mid lane. They're not going to be able to break down that tower just yet. But bot lane should be good, yeah. So that's a tower, another tower secured for RK Hoshi.
But that was really good though for RK Hoshi. Again, they just need to scale up. They have a very good late game composition. I'll just have to say that. The Farsa CC carry as well. If they are able to hold off for long enough, Onic might be the ones that find themselves in a in a very scary position.
Yeah. And I like how Rins committed the feathered airstrike there just to make sure that the middle tower is still going to be healthy. They know that they can't lose that tower at this point. Maybe once they've closed up the lead just a little bit, they can no longer they don't need to heavily defend it as they need to. But so far, as long as that tower stands, RK Hoshi have a very good chance of turning things around. 3K gold lead for Onic Esports. The gold laner still a gap between the carry and the Moskov. 8.3, 8.4K for Moskov, while only 6.5 for carry.
That's another turret down. Tier 2 for Tier 2 down below. RK are holding on to turrets really well despite the 5,000 gold lead before, 5,000 gold deficit that they had against Onic Esports. And now they're looking to go to the mid lane. It won't be a take, but you know they're actually making proactive moves on the map, which is a very different sight to see from the previous one. Keyboy pops in Glorious Path. Edok all alone goes with the ejector and the unstoppable force. Sutsujin wants to go in, but I don't think the rest of the team wanted that. Becomes just a free kill to Onic in the end, but they did bait a flicker from Savero, so it's not all in vain.
Still not ideal. No. This is not optimal, and without our own lead, it's gonna be tough. Oh no. Okay, at least they were again. They are still heavily defending that. But yeah, I don't know if it was a miscommunication or Edok maybe have failed to communicate that he wanted to go for a dive to the back. The Jawhead was just really caught in the worst spot possible.
I wonder what stopped Savero from going bot lane when Onic and RQ were going for Lord 1, right? Because they were going back and forth, practically Lord dancing, but they didn't have a slow push. They didn't have a push at all in the bottom lane, so playing the patient game didn't really give them any benefits.
Yeah. Well, let's see if they'll be able to rectify that as this goes on. RK Hoshi hugging their mid tower. Edok goes in again.
Oh, this time finds Keyboy. He gets bursted down. Lutpi in the back. SOD used as well. Savero diving in. Rin's gonna be slain. Savero finds the shutdown. As now Sanzo flickers forward. Toy able to react in time. Doesn't get picked off. But it is a 3-for-1. Onic Esports regain control.
Clean counter engaged by Onic. Edok was able to toss up the high loss, and you can see the damage is there for RQ Hoshi, but unfortunate for them, Onic Esports were ready. Lutpi came from behind at the same time. The SOD came at the gank angle as well.
It's an end angle? No, the minions.
Not yet.
One cannon minion. Toy's dealing with it. All right. Onic decide, we'll wait. We'll play the discipline game. We have an enhanced Lord, and up top, it's a free tier 2. So they've gotten rid of every tier 2 turret. Now it's down to just the side lane base turrets.
If I'm Onic Esports here, I'm going to make it look like I'm trying to end already for this one with the Lord marching in. If they can get an early kill or two in that team fight, they commit for the end game. If they do not get that though, then they can just back off and force resources out of RQ Hoshi, leave the base naked, and then come back again with the next Lord.
13-3 in 13 minutes. This really feels like the Onic of old.
Yeah.
The Onic that would beat the clock in many occasions. Lord charging down, conceal cancelled by the poke. Rins is invisible, but there's no real target. It's a Lucas up top. Now Glorious pathway to cut them off with the airstrike coming down as well. Tyrant's able to kite away. The Art of Beyond gets placed down, and that's going to be Tyrant and Eda caught inside of it. Sutsujin getting pierced down. Oh, the base getting hit a couple of times. They will look to go and set their sights up top. Rins, wings by wings, able to escape from a stun by Keyboy.
I think Arkihoshi didn't lose any members. That was a perfect approach. The glorious pathway angle from Kiboy was on point. At the same time, Severo was also threatening, making it look like he wanted to end there. They were able to poke down the members of Arkihoshi, but they didn't need to force the end. They didn't get a pick off just yet. So as we mentioned earlier, they should probably just wait for the next Lord. Knowing Onic Esports, well, to be fair, knowing Arkihoshi, they might try something, and Onic Esports might counter.
It's just really tough for RT to try something out now, huh? They have stalled time, but it is, again, another power spike that Esports has hit, I think, with Sans and Severo, and I don't think Arkihoshi are there just yet. I don't think they're at their power spike. Vins is still pretty far behind of Sans. You can see here in the items, too, yeah, the Ice Queen 1, the Wishing Lantern, Blood Wings, it's going to be very tough to kill that Eve. Word of Nature, too, done for Severo.
Yeah.
And the Rose Gold for Kyrie, plus Sky Guardian.
Ooh. Yeah, Kyrie does not need to go back to base for majority of this next sequences. Lutpi with the anti-Cuirass as well should help somewhat with the damage output now that the Sutsujin and the Jawhead have. Toy with the Malefic Gun wants a little bit more reach. You know what? I think Arkihoshi actually might have the items already to stand toe-to-toe. But it's not going to be easy. It's like a tough ask.
It's very, very difficult, I think. Especially considering Divine Glaive has just been picked up by Sans earlier there, just right on time with the Malefic Gun. Yeah, RQ can deal damage, but Sans is basically going to be doing true damage with the Divine Glaive now.
Yeah.
They don't even have a lot of magical defense. And again, slow push up top, so now Boy gets a stun, Edok. Caught low, Flicker, Sans! Flicker, real world manipulation. Diver gets the kill, but it's all right. The sacrificial play for now Kyrie to jump in and get the Decimate down. One last shot at Severo, cleans house. Down below in the base, buys the Rose Gold. It is just Rin, Severo, flickering forward. Now also with a few more hits on the base. Rins tries to defend, but gets shoved back by Lutpi. Onic Esports 2-0 clean sweep.
An amazing clean sweep in favor for Onic Esports, and now they made the climb all the way up